In this video, we are going to talk about how you can get more engagement on your emails. All right, we're back and we're going to get right into this. But first, I just want to talk a little bit about engagement on emails. So getting engagement from your emails can actually be a lot of work. Trying to think about opens and clicks and conversions. Those things are what people normally track, and nowadays it seems harder and harder to get in front of your ideal audience. So today, these 3 strategies that you can use are going to help your emails be more enticing, and it's going to show you a little bit about how you can get more engagement. Now, remember to like the video if you get some value from this one, and make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any of my content. So we're going to dive right in, and stay tuned until the end because I've got a sweet bonus for you. Number 1 is we're going to talk about improving your subject lines. Now, the biggest thing people don't realize is that their subject lines normally suck. And let's be real, a lot of times mine do too, but we have to test things and see what works. So when I have a sucky open rate on an email, that usually is a good indication that my subject line wasn't too great. And so I will make note of that. And I usually have a list of all the subject lines that I use. And then I just decide that I'm not going to use one like that anymore. And I look at the format of ones that get a lot of engagement versus the format of ones that don't. And I just kind of compare those, and that's what you should be doing. So if you want them to click on the email, but not actually be clickbait, then you want to do what I heard somebody else call what's called legit bait, right? My friend Spencer actually, and I'll put his channel up here. And so he actually talked about this legit bait. And what it is you're basically giving them a little bit of curiosity. So you have a topic that they might want to be interested in, and you want to talk about that topic, and you want to stand out, but you don't want to be bland, right? So a couple examples, right? So like Halloween was fun and my kid's bucket cracked open, right? So you might write something like, how was your Halloween? Or an interesting event on Halloween. But those are kind of bland, right? Like, how was your Halloween? Nobody's going to look at that. And, interesting event on Halloween. That's still, it's like, well, what's really curious about that? But what if you wrote something like, you won't believe what happened on Halloween, and do like a face, right? Or I couldn't believe my eyes this Halloween. And that's where you can get people to be curious and really look to open your emails. Like, as you can tell, if you look just the first 2, right? How was your Halloween versus you won't believe what happened this Halloween. The people are going to click on the second one more often. So you can do that, talk about what happened, and then maybe relate that to something business-wise. And so it stands out, it breeds curiosity, it kind of feels like clickbait, but it's really you being legit because it's not clickbait and then you're sending them somewhere else. You're actually saying, you won't believe what happened, and then you tell them what happened. It's as simple as that. Another way, number 2, that you can improve your emails and get more engagement is improve your copy, right? Like, your copy doesn't matter as much as long as you have a great subject line. They're going to open it, they're going to look for a link, they're going to click, they're going to move forward. But most people will do that, but you don't want to skimp on the copy just because of that. You want your copy to be clean, easy to follow, tell a story, make it interesting. Don't leave out the juicy details. If there's something vulnerable and authentic, put that in there. If you had a struggle and like you got so frustrated, you broke down and cried, put that in there. If you hurt yourself and bled everywhere, put that in there. People loved authenticity. They love that vulnerable nature. So give them what they want, right? And then connect with the reader. Make sure that they feel like you're talking straight to them. You want to make sure that when you're writing an email that that person is like, wow, that person just talked right to my soul. That's what you want to embody in your copy. So don't forget about that. While it can seem like people don't really care about reading emails anymore and they just kind of skim through them, you can still hook those readers if you want to. Number 3 is know your audience and solve their problems. It's really hard to go without sales if you're solving people's problems. If you know who your audience is, how they got onto your list, and what kind of people they are, you're more likely to get them to open your emails because you're actually serving them. The big thing with this is you want to make sure you're actually providing solutions to their problem. So when you're writing a promotional email, how does that thing you're promoting actually solve their problem? If you're writing a story, how does that story relate to something that they might relate to? If you're doing any sort of value add, like tips and tricks, think about what your audience would want to know about, and then make sure that you're putting those into tips and tricks in your emails, and you can go from there. Another example, right? If you're a videographer, you probably don't want crafty people on your list because they're not going to care about making video. But if you have other videographers on your list, you could probably solve their problems by sharing your experiences and your aha moments as a videographer. So like maybe you found out a cool setting on your camera and you're like, whoa, that's really cool. Just tell it to your list, right? Check out what I found. Another example is affiliate marketing. If you're into that in online business, you probably don't want to talk to people that are in the MLM industry all that much because they're going to have a different mindset. And those spaces usually don't mix, like crypto and affiliate marketing, that usually doesn't mix all that well. So you want to make sure you're talking to the right people. And knowing your audience will help you get more engagement, because if they feel like you're actually helping them, they'll be more likely to open your emails more often just to see what you have to say next. The idea is you want to create a list of raving fans that every time they get your email, they're like, yes, I got Josh's email. And they open that email and they read it and they're so happy because they were waiting for that email. That's what you want. You're not going to get everybody to be like that, but you want people to be that excited about opening up your emails. A quick bonus too, if you want to get a lot of ideas of how you can improve your email and improve your copy, is start subscribing to all of your competitors. All of the people you follow. I've been really into YouTube lately. So I follow guys like Spencer Meekum and Nathan Lucas and Neil Patel and Sean Cannell and all these guys that are doing video. And I'm following those guys and I'm on their list and I'm watching their videos and I'm following what they're saying and doing improvements and taking tips down. I've got pages and pages of notes. But that also gives me content, and it's good content. I can send that out to my list and they're more than happy to open it, consume it. And when I send them something that can truly solve their problem, they're more likely to buy it. So one more bonus for you here as well. If you want to get even better at copywriting, I actually have a link down below to one of my favorite books about copywriting. It's called Copywriting Secrets. It's by a guy by the name of Jim Edwards. If you have not been around the online marketing world, this might be new to you. For all of you out there that have been there a while, I know this is old news, but Copywriting Secrets is what helped me with my copywriting. It helped me understand my audience better and helped me write better in a way to give them more value. And so that helped me. I think it'll help you. So you can get that book down below. It's a free book. You just cover shipping and they ship it right to your door. I've actually got it right back here. Here, I'll just grab it out for you here. So this one here, Copywriting Secrets, Jim Edwards. That's a great book. So hit that up. If you got value from this video, remember to hit that like button. That way more people can get value from this video. Subscribe so you don't miss any of my future content coming up, and we'll see you on the next video.